Good morning, students. Welcome you all in this learning session. My dear students, today we are going to start a new and very inspiring chapter which is titled as The Sound of Music, that is taken from your book Beehive. Today we will study para number 1 to 5 of this chapter. Okay? Before starting our study of the chapter, it will be very good for all of us to have a brief introduction of the writer itself. The author of this chapter is Deborah Cowley. Deborah Cowley is a freelance writer and broadcaster. She grew up in Toronto, graduated from the University of Western Ontario, and moved to Ottawa to work for the Unitarian Service Committee. She spent 2 years with UNHCR, United Nations Relief and Work Agency, in Beirut before moving back to Ottawa, and a job with CIDA. As she traveled the world with her diplomat husband, she worked as a reporter for CBC Radio in Washington, D.C., and on a posting to Cairo. She worked on several documentaries for CBC's Man Alive program. Also in Egypt, she wrote the first official guidebook to Cairo since Baedeker's Guide in the 1940s. Dear students, the chapter The Sound of Music is divided in two parts. The first part of the feature is based on the theme that earnest effort and able guidance pave one's way to success. The aspirations, endeavors, and achievements of the eminent Scottish percussion musician Evelyn Glennie were made possible by her unfaltering determination. She overcame the challenge of her impaired hearing through her firm belief in herself and great confidence in her will. The title, The Sound of Music, is quite appropriate as the feature briefly relates the inspiring success story of the talented musician Evelyn Glennie. In the first para, the scene is of the train platform. It is underground and there is a huge rush at the platform. People are pushing each other to get way. There is a small, thin girl. It is Evelyn. Evelyn is standing at the railway platform waiting for the train. And just as she feels the vibrations of the approaching train, she realizes that the train is about to come. She gets nervous and excited. This is the train that will take Evelyn to London. She is going to London to learn music as she has got admission in the Royal Academy of Music. Right now, Evelyn is in Scotland. Evelyn belongs to Scotland. Scotland is a country in Europe. Life in Scotland is not as fast as in London. London has a very fast life. It is urban, whereas Scotland has farms and countryside. So that is why Evelyn is nervous because she is leaving Scotland for London. And she is excited also because she is doing something that she always dreamed of. She is going to the Royal Academy of Music to learn music. Evelyn is 17 years of age. She is a teenager and she is fresh from a Scottish farm. As Evelyn is from Scotland, which has more of farms and countryside, so she has not seen fast life. That is why she is nervous, and the writer says that she is fresh from a Scottish farm. Evelyn could not hear, and this was a bigger challenge for her. Moving from a rural area to a fast life was a smaller challenge. Evelyn faced a much bigger challenge, that was her inability to hear. In the second para, how Evelyn lost his hearing capacity is described. In the second para, we know that slowly she started losing the power of hearing, losing the slowly, she started losing the power of hearing, and one day she was absolutely deaf. Isabel Glennie is the name of Evelyn's mother. Evelyn's mother, Isabel, recollects one incident when Evelyn was 8 years old. She says that Evelyn was waiting for her turn to play the piano, but when her name was called out, she did not respond, and her mother realized that Evelyn did not respond to her name. That means she did not hear her name being called out. As Evelyn lost her sense of hearing in phases, it was a gradual process. In the beginning, when she could hear partially, she managed to hide his disability from her friends and teachers. When Evelyn was 11 years old, her marks has deteriorated. The headmistress requested her parents to take Evelyn to the doctor. When the doctor checked upon Evelyn, he found out that Evelyn had lost the sense of hearing. The doctor advised Evelyn's parents that they should get hearing aids for her. Hearing aids is an equipment, my dear students, that is fitted into your ear, and it helps a person to hear to some extent. It helps a person to hear to some extent. He also suggested that Evelyn should be sent to school for the deaf children. When Evelyn discovered that she could not hear and that she could be sent to a school for deaf children, that she was not as good as normal children, her world became colorless. Her life became dark. It turned black. Now, what does this mean? It means that all of a sudden you get such bad news, you get some news that you don't expect. And in return, you see blackness all around you. That is how Evelyn responded to this news. Dear students, in the third para, the writer has written about the firm determination of Evelyn Glennie. In the third para, the writer says that although Evelyn got such a shocking news, still she was determined and she did not want to give up. As Evelyn was passionate about music, this news also did not break her. She was determined to live life like normal people and follow her interest in music. When Evelyn saw a girl playing the xylophone, she wanted to play it too. Now, on one hand, Evelyn's teachers discouraged her because they knew that she could not hear and hearing was an important part of music. But Ron Farbus saw that Evelyn was very passionate about music, and so Ron Farbus thought that he could teach Evelyn to feel music. He took two large drums and he tuned them to different notes. Drums are musical instruments and he tuned them. He tuned each drum to different notes. So the sound produced by the drum was different, so it was distinct. Both the drums made different sounds. Then he told Evelyn, don't try to listen through your ears. He said that try to sense it, try to feel the sound, try to feel the music some other way. Dear students, the middle part of our body is called the waist. Now, as Ron had tuned both the drums to different notes, the upper part of Evelyn's body above the waist could feel the higher notes of the drum, and the lower part of her body, the part down from the waist, could feel the lower notes of the drum. This is how Evelyn can listen to sound although she can't hear. She can sense different notes in different parts of her body. Ron Farbus taught Evelyn to respond to different sounds. Different parts of Evelyn's body responded to different sounds, and that is how she could identify the sounds and the different vibrations. Now, once she could identify the sounds and vibrations, the hurdle had been overcome and Evelyn's career went upward. As she had determination to become famous, a good musician, and she also did a lot of hard work. In para 4, the writers explains the success story of Evelyn Glennie. So Evelyn toured the writer says that because of her determination and hard work, Evelyn toured the United Kingdom, performed with a youth orchestra. By the time Evelyn reached the age of 16 years, she had decided to make music her life. Evelyn gave an audition for the admission. Evelyn gave an audition for the admission to the Royal Academy of Music, and her score was the highest in the history of the Academy. No other person had scored such a high score as Evelyn did. So initially, Evelyn performed in a group, and as she got well in her music, as she got confident, she started performing alone. She had achieved all the top awards by the time she had completed her 3-year course at the Royal Academy of Music. In para 5, the writer explains the success mantra of Evelyn Glennie. The writer says that if anyone says that Evelyn has done something great, she does not acknowledge that she is very humble and down to earth. Evelyn says that two important things for success are firstly hard work and secondly aim. She says that if you work hard and you have an aim, a target which you have to achieve, then you will definitely achieve it. So Evelyn also achieved her goal. She worked hard and she had an aim to become the most famous, the most sought after musician of the world, and she did that. She gained mastery of almost 1000 musical instruments, and she is the most popular multi-percussionist of the world. She has a very busy schedule. She has programs and concerts all over the world. Dear students, here are the value points of the content. You can take the help of these value points to understand the content properly. And after all these things, it's time to answer some of the questions. Your first question is on your screen, and the question is, my dear students, how old was Evelyn when she went to Royal Music Academy? Options are 17 years old, 18 years old, 19 years old, and below 17. The answer is, my dear students, 17 years old. Evelyn was 17 years old when she went to Royal Academy of Music. Now, second question, and the question is, when was Evelyn's deafness confirmed? Options are by the age of 5, by the age of 6, by the age of 8, and by the age of 11. The answer of this question is, my dear students, Evelyn's deafness confirmed by the age of 11. Your third question, my dear students, is who helped Evelyn to continue with her music? Options are her mother, teacher, father, Ron Farbes. And the answer is, my dear students, Ron Farbes helped Evelyn to continue with her music. Now the last question, my dear students, and the question is, when was Evelyn's deafness noticed? Options are first, when she was 18 years old, second, when she was 19 years old, third, when she was 8 years old, and fourth and last option is, my dear students, none of the above. The answer of this question is, my dear students, Evelyn's deafness noticed when she was just 8 years old. The meanings of some of the difficult words are given. My dear students, you can take the help of these words meaning to read and understand the content properly. Okay? Dear students, after all these things, it's time to answer some of the questions as a classwork. In your classwork, you have to answer 4 short answer type questions. Now start answering these questions, my dear students. Dear students, I hope all of you would have understood the content properly. Now, my dear students, I hope all of you would have understood the content properly and enjoyed the session. I hope to meet with all of you very, very soon. Till then, take care of you, and thanks to all of you, my dear students. Thank you.